Hi, welcome to Let's Talk. Today I'm joined by Erin and Steph from the Strive project. Hi both, how are you doing?
Hello, yeah, good, thanks.
Hi, yeah, good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you very much for joining me today.
Thanks for having us come on.
So would you like to tell us please a bit more about what the Strive project is, please, Erin and Steph?
Yeah, so Strive started back in October 2022. We were predominantly based in the hostels, supporting 16 to 21-year-olds who were affected by substance use. It was identified at that time that there was a bit of a crisis within the hostels. They had a lot of young people in who were using substances. These young people were a bit too old for children's services, but a bit young for adult services. So we noticed that there was a gap in service provision. So yeah, along came Strive. So at that time, it was just 16 to 21-year-olds that was supported. So when we say affected by, it's either their own substance use or it could be parental substance use, carer substance use, and we would provide support to them on a one-to-one basis. However, through doing that work, we identified that we probably need to get in there with the early intervention, which is where Erin came along.
So there was funding, a funding bid was put in to support young people aged 12 to 15. So we should say as well, the bids were a partnership between the Corner and Hillcrest Futures, who have both kind of had long-standing reputation working with young people in Dundee. So we'd kind of put both teams together, which has kind of strengthened our resources and networks as well. And now we support young people aged 12 to 21 affected by substance use and their families as well.
Okay, so I can't believe it's been on the go since 2022. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so yeah, come a long way since then. What you're saying, and obviously get involved in different aspects of age groups and all that thing as well. So that's good to hear. So could you tell us a bit more about what kind of support that you offer from Strive?
Yeah, so we do, like Steph said, we do one-to-one support. So each kind of support plan is totally tailored to the young person and what they might need at that time. Obviously, our kind of ethos is that, we want, it's around harm reduction and keeping young people safe. We acknowledge that young people are at an age where they might want to experiment and take risks, but actually we want to keep them safe. So whether the young person is looking to reduce or cut out completely, we'll kind of look at what risks and protective factors they have in their life and how we can kind of keep them safe. And that way, sessions tend to be kind of on a 6 to 8 week basis, but a lot of the time it is longer than that. You'll know yourself, it's building those relationships with young people. So it's however long they kind of need. As well as the sort of one-to-one support, we do education sessions as well. So this is where young people will go into the schools quite a lot, in the colleges, as well as off-site provision. And we do training for parents and professionals as well. Good. So what I should say as well is what's good about the support is that because we've got the two partnerships, we've kind of got a dual location, so we can meet young people in the city centre, in the Corner, out in the schools, but also in our office in Baxter Park as well. And we have some good links out with the community centres. So we really do try and make it as flexible as possible, where we can meet young people that's easiest for them.
Yeah, we'll also offer, it's called Near Me through the NHS. So if young people, they might wake up on the day and just feel like not going out that day, we can also offer options like that so that we can still provide the support. It could be done via phone call. Sometimes they just want to text you that day. So we try and tailor it and make it as person-led for the young people as possible.
Great. It sounds like you've got lots of different options for making that connection with young people and, of course, their families as well to make it easier. Probably, I know this has been an ongoing probably issue, and we need to raise more awareness of this, and we have done for that past while anyway. But over the past probably few months, you're hearing a lot more about obviously young people and the use of substance use and that, and quite young, really young people get involved in that. And I suppose it could be a lot of, like you say, trying something, and but it's good to know that you guys are there to advise them and to make them aware of what this can be doing and ways of obviously helping them manage that. So yeah, that sounds like a really good support that's there. Nobody wants to be told, no, you can't do that, but to just talk to somebody like in your profession and make them aware of obviously what they are doing, I think that's a really good thing.
Definitely. I think the advantage we'll have as well is that we've got our family worker, Tanya, so she can also work alongside the family members of the carers around things like boundaries, excuse me, voice is gone, around things like boundaries, around language, around substance use, and it really helps repair the relationships between the young people and parents. So it's given that whole family approach, which I think is really important when working with these young people.
And what we've found as well is, sorry Claire, even when it comes to parents and even professionals and teachers in school, they'll kind of say themselves, our knowledge on this is really dated because the trends do move so quickly. So I think a lot of the important work as well is kind of improving their knowledge too. And we do have a workshop and kind of a bit of a campaign called Know Your Stuff. And we think that young people should know their stuff when it comes to substances and keeping safe, but we also think that adults and professionals should as well. And actually, we'll maybe only see the young person for a few hours a week, but if we could kind of upskill parents and professionals to have those conversations and kind of identify signs, we think that's really powerful as well.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I think you're right. Definitely. It's good for the whole families to be aware of whatever is going on. And unfortunately in this culture and as time goes on, it's just, I don't know where we're going to end up with things, but it's good to know that you have got this project in place to offer that support to everyone, not just the young people, but to make all the families aware of what is out there and what the language is, because like you say, it will continue to change. So that sounds great. So you are out there. I know you're very heavy on your social media too. I follow your social media and all the different things you do. That is really good. It's great. But if people did want to find out a bit more or want to get involved, how would they go about doing that?
So the Corner and Hillcrest have different social media platforms, and we do post on there. But we really wanted to come up with a way to kind of streamline it all, so like that young people or parents aren't phoning up the GP and then their teacher and then all these different places. So we've kind of collated it all onto a Strive link tree. So you might see these posters kicking about. We just kind of got new posters in. And we have these little cards called Know Your Stuff cards as well. And on the back there is a QR code where you can scan, and it basically takes you to information all about Strive, but also kind of national support, other websites, local support. So I think you guys are on there for us as well, because like that, the substance use might be an issue, but actually, food provision, access and welfare rights and things as well. So we've put it all in one place. As well, we know that technology isn't always an option, so we do have like our contact details for the service and things there. What's really good about having the link down here at the corner is that young people can drop in. So we might, like that, say a young person on the Monday, but say if there's anything else you need, you can drop into the corner anytime. You don't need an appointment. And I think that's really helpful for young people to, I'm not sure about support today, but I know I can drop back in if I change my mind as well.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, great. So lots of different options there again for keeping in touch, whether it be online, pick up the phone or just drop in, whatever suits you at that time and place, I suppose. Well, Erin and Steph, thank you very much for that. A bit of a whistle-stop tour of what Strive is. But yeah, like you say, lots of information online, which we will share all those details in our comment section below, along with the poster as well that Erin and Steph showed there. So yeah, please get in touch. Please have a look at the web pages, have a look at the websites and find out more. But yeah, thank you very much for talking to me today, Erin and Steph.